Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Nitrostorm here. Welcome back to RevivedWitch. As you can see from the lobby, there's some balloons, birthday cake, number 1, as you can see there. First birthday. As you can see, the witch hiding behind the cake there with happy birthday up here. So essentially it's the start of RevivedWitch's first anniversary, and I think for the time being there's not really like a huge event going on yet. For the time being, I think we've got this event for now, Shard of First Anniversary, and essentially you just do some missions daily. You'll get some of these card things, and then depending on how many you have here, you can open certain ones. So for example, this one cost 3 to open, so now I'm down to 4, and then this one cost 1 to open. And then after you open all of that, you'll be able to see art that they have drawn for the occasion, as well as some souls as you progress through completing it. Now outside of that, all I've got out of the way, we do have a new summon. It arrived yesterday, but I didn't get to make the video, and that is the second half of the Dreamland summon schedule with Sanva, or Sanva, I'm not sure which one yet. And then after that we'll have a Nasha rerun after Sanva leaves. So now they've got that out of the way, let's take a look at Sanva. So the background this time, this time is a little more simple, very blue, though I like the shade. And she is a guardian. Now, if you take a look at the details, she is the first ever guardian with Saltstone element. She is the first yellow, aka Saltstone element guardian. So this is very huge in terms of how the game is progressing. It seems like eventually we might get other roles in different elements. Like for example, mages have always been limited to Mercury, but that might actually stay. But in terms of guardians, they only used to be either Mercury or Brimstone, blue or red. But now they added a yellow tank for the first time ever. So without further ado, as per usual when we do these kinds of review videos, their active skills are maxed out at level 5 and the passive skill is maxed out at level 2. So her first skill, Night Spring, it costs 3 order to use, and for the next 6 seconds transfers all damage taken by allies to self. So it's similar behavior to Nana and a Fallen, but I think the duration is shorter, I don't remember. And during this time, Sanva's one seems shorter. In any case, during this time, she takes 60% less damage and generates a shield equal to 50% of her own max health. I guess that explains the lesser duration. That is a lot of damage reduction. Now her second skill is called Second Wind. It costs 4 chaos to use, and it attacks all enemies 6 times, each time dealing physical damage equal to 100% of attack. Meanwhile, restores health equal to 20% of her own max health and cleanses all debuffs. Now I'm assuming it's only self debuffs rather than debuffs from all allies, so keep that in mind. And last but not least, Echo Beyond. After casting Night Spring, all allies attack, ignore enemy defense equal to 6% of Sanva's attack, and increases Sanva's max health by 10%, stacking up to 3 times, for a grand total of ignoring enemy defense equal to 18% of Sanva's attack, and increasing Sanva's max health by 30%. Now, at first glance you'd think, she's pretty good, very beefy HP, but then you realize she doesn't actually scale with HP when it comes to dealing damage. She deals damage based on her attack, but outside of that, the HP scaling is in regards to essentially just being tanky, with the damage reduction, the shield, and the healing. Now, unfortunately, she doesn't have a way to automatically activate the second skill, which could be a slight detriment when it comes to using your um, Chaos Bar and Order Bar. Well, the Order Bar is fine, you know, that's fine. It's mainly the Chaos Bar because normally you'd want to reserve your Chaos Bar for your main DPS or something that's more supporting for, you know, damage and stuff. And so, you know, that's just one thing. But overall, she is very, very tanky and does help the allies a little bit with the ignore enemy defense. It's general defense as well, by the way. Ignore enemy defense, not physical, not magical, just ignore defense global, which is pretty nice for, I guess, rainbow teams, if that ever exists. Now, at first, in my first impression, she's alright. I wouldn't say she's worth it from just her kit alone. So let's take a look at her unique equipment and see if this improves anything. So it's called Forsakenness and it's an umbrella. Now, let's see what the passive is. During the first 30 seconds of combat, all allies take 11% less damage. So, okay, so from the looks of it, overall, she seems to be a PvP character. Mainly because 30 seconds, well actually, well the 30 seconds could also be seen as a path not taken kind of thing, perhaps, for when you want to have like a sacrificial damage reduction type buff, I guess, which would be like essentially the difference between you surviving a hit and not surviving a hit. You know, it's one of those, so I would say it's a very situational, unique equipment, and making her a sacrifice just for that, you know, is a very niche use. So overall, she's definitely there just to have insane damage mitigation, protecting all allies, and then dealing some damage and healing herself if needed. You know, very self-sufficient. But overall, when it comes to PvE content, you're probably better off with someone else. But she is the first Saltstone tank, so if you are looking for that full 6 out of 6 same element, 15% to attack, health, and defense, bonus for having all 6 having the same element, then having the first Guardian in the game would definitely help that. If you wanted to create a balanced team consisting of a damage dealer, a healer, and a tank, in this case Sanva. So overall, I think I guess she would be nice to have, but currently speaking, I'm not sure where she would be used. As in, I don't see a pretty good use for her right now. PvP would definitely help, but for the most part, you kind of want to defeat your enemy as fast as possible in the first place. And so, for now, she might be a bit redundant. But, you know, maybe there's going to be one day content where she could be used. But for the time being, you can skip. But she might be one of the characters, or if not the anniversary character, but probably not. You know, we'll have to see. But yeah, if you got any more questions in regards to Sanva, do let me know down in the comments below. I'll be sure to respond. It's been your boy Nitrostorm. I'll see you guys in the next stream or video. Peace.